The Trump administration is now battling Harvard, one of the most prestigious universities in the United States, even in the world. It's a multi-billion-dollar fight over school policy. And let's bring in Richard Madden from our bureau in Washington to explain what this is all about. Good morning, Richard.
Hey, good morning, Heather. Yeah, the Trump administration is freezing some $2 billion in multi-year grants and another $60 million in multi-year contracts after Harvard University publicly defied its orders. And Harvard becomes the first Ivy League school to refuse to comply with these extraordinary policy changes demanded by the Trump administration. In fact, the school's president, Alan Garber, calls it an attempted takeover by the federal government, saying the university won't surrender its independence. He posted a statement, I think we can pull it up here. He says, "No government, regardless of which party is in power, should dictate what private universities can teach, whom they can admit and hire, and which areas of study and inquiry they can pursue." Now, this all started late last week. Federal agencies threatened to pull billions in funding and grants unless Harvard overhauls its admission, shares its hiring data with the Trump administration, auditing academic departments to be, quote, viewpoint diverse, and reporting international students the administration believes are hostile to American values, and finally eliminating all diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. Now, the White House says this is part of its crackdown on campus activism and anti-Semitism, but Harvard professors are now suing the administration, accusing it of violating its constitutional rights. Watch this.
This is a clear, unquestionable violation of First Amendment rights. It's a transparent effort to change what is taught, what we say in our classrooms, what we teach our students, to make sure that the only things that are actually said on university campuses are things that the Trump administration wants to hear.
Now, the Trump administration has been threatening to withhold billions to several Ivy League schools, and they first targeted Columbia University in New York, which acquiesced, agreeing to major concessions, including overhauling its Middle Eastern Studies department and creating a new security force with the power to arrest and remove people from campus. Now, other universities have since seen its funding paused, including the University of Pennsylvania, Princeton, Cornell, and others. But the demands on Harvard appear to be far more reaching, affecting its basic functions. In fact, former President Barack Obama, a Harvard alumni, is urging other universities to follow Harvard's lead.
He has certainly praised his alma mater, hasn't he, Richard, and condemned the Trump administration for this funding freeze. What is the administration saying at this point?
Yeah, so while this pressure tactic appears to be working in some universities that I mentioned earlier, the White House now says it will not use taxpayer dollars to fund what it calls Harvard's support of dangerous racial discrimination. And the task force to launching to this anti-Semitism task force goes a step further, saying, and I'm going to pull it up here, Harvard's statement reinforces the troubling entitlement mindset that is endemic in our nation's most prestigious universities and colleges. Now, it's worth noting Harvard has the largest endowment in the world. It's valued at some $50 billion, but the university says the loss of its federal funding will be severe, and they plan to take their fight to court.
Richard, thank you.
You bet.
Richard Madden from Washington.